Okay, let's just dive right into this explainer. If you're running a small business, a side project, or maybe managing a classroom, you know the struggle, right? You need a simple website or an online tool, but you absolutely don't have the budget for an expensive web developer. Well, this week, Canva quietly dropped a massive update that completely flips that equation on its head. They've essentially given every single user a free working AI web developer, built right into the exact same app you're probably already using for your social media graphics or presentation slides. Today, we're going to break down exactly what this new tool can actually build, how it works, and how you can start using it literally right now.
So who exactly gets access to this? Well, Canva's co-founder and chief product officer, Cameron Adams, made the announcement directly on LinkedIn. He stated, "Today, Canva Code 2.0 is available to everyone on Canva, free users included." I really want to emphasize this right off the bat because honestly, I had to double check it myself. This isn't some premium gated add-on. Whether you're on a pro, business, enterprise, education, or just a totally free account, you have a working AI web developer waiting for you right now. The barrier to entry here is officially $0.
Now you might be wondering how it actually works. The basic mechanism here is incredibly straightforward. You don't need to know HTML, CSS, or any programming language whatsoever. You simply type what you want in plain old English. Just imagine typing something like, a booking page for a dog grooming business, or maybe a calculator that estimates moving costs by square footage. You hit enter, and Canva Code generates a fully functional, interactive web page instantly. It literally bridges the gap between having a rough idea and having a live page in seconds.
And hey, you aren't forced to just stare at a blank prompt box if you don't know what to type. You can absolutely kick things off with a plain language prompt, sure, but you can also choose from over 50 built-in templates if you just need a little inspiration. But here's the really cool part. You can even import existing HTML. That means if you generated code using a completely different AI tool, you can just bring it right over into Canva. Plus, since you're doing all of this inside their ecosystem, your new web page connects directly to Canva's massive library of over 120 million assets. We're talking photos, graphics, videos, the whole shebang.
Now, the absolute core difference between Canva Code 2.0 and the dozens of other AI coding tools out there is this. With traditional AI builders, you type a prompt and it spits out fixed code. If it's wrong, you're stuck playing what I call the prompt and pray game, right? You're basically begging the AI to fix a specific button or tweak a color, just hoping the next version is closer to what you actually want. Canva completely bypasses that frustration. It takes the generated code, even the HTML you import from other tools, and instantly converts it into a fully editable drag-and-drop design. You just click a text block to rewrite it, or drag a new photo in exactly like you would on a standard Canva flyer.
To really wrap our heads around the impact of this, we have to look at the sheer scale of the platform this is launching on. Canva currently boasts a massive monthly active user base of over 265 million people. Just think about that for a second. That is a staggering number of individuals and businesses who now suddenly have a no-code web development tool sitting right there in their open browser tabs.
And let's look at how this fits into their wider strategy. Those 265 million users are highly active when it comes to artificial intelligence. Canva reports over 32 billion lifetime uses of its various AI features across its entire product suite. This tells us that their audience is already super comfortable utilizing AI to speed up their workflow, making this leap to AI web development a very, very natural next step.
Oh, and we already have proof that people actually want to use this specific feature. You see, version 1 of Canva Code originally launched as a much more limited tool. But even in that limited state, over 6 million sites have already been built within it. This basically proves Canva Code isn't just some experimental beta test or a flashy marketing gimmick. Millions of people have already been voting with their time and relying on it to build out their sites.
Now, with version 2.0, Canva has announced some pretty significant performance boosts. According to their release, code generation time is down by 75% compared to the previous version, and the median time from typing your prompt to publishing the finished result is 30% faster. But let's do a quick caveat here. These are unverified, self-reported claims directly from Canva. They haven't disclosed the testing methodology behind these exact figures, so just treat these percentages as directional trends rather than hard, independently verified facts.
Section 1. The Playbook. 3 concrete things to build today.
First up is the classic lead capture landing page. If you're running a specific marketing offer, maybe a free consultation, a downloadable PDF guide, or a limited time holiday discount, you know you need a focus page to collect emails. With Canva Code 2.0, you can spin this up, Customize the text to perfectly match your brand and publish it on a free Canva domain in literally the time it takes to write your prompt and adjust a few images. No more frantically messaging a freelancer on a Friday afternoon just to get a single promotional page off the ground.
Moving on to playbook item number 2, the interactive form. This is where things get really powerful. You see, you aren't just making static, boring pages. You can actually build functional elements. For example, a teacher could easily build a classroom hub with a custom book tracking form, or a service business could build a custom intake sheet or quoting tool. And the absolute best part, you can connect all those responses directly into Canvas Sheets to easily track all your signups and data in one convenient place.
Okay, the third playbook item is my personal favorite because it totally rethinks what a website even needs to be. The embedded element. You can essentially skip the idea of a standalone website entirely. Let's say you're building a sales deck or a proposal document inside Canva. Instead of just putting up a static slide with some hypothetical pricing, you can generate a live interactive pricing calculator and drop it directly into your presentation. When your prospect views the deck, they can actually play with the real numbers right there on the slide. A total game changer.
All right, Section 2, the reality check. What Canva Code 2.0 can't do. Look, if you're planning to rebuild your entire complex business infrastructure with this, you need to hit the brakes. This tool is specifically designed for interactive designs, single pages, forms, and embedded experiences. It does not handle full back-end logic or real databases. It cannot build user accounts or secure login systems, and crucially, it does not do e-commerce payment processing. To be fair, Canva isn't claiming it does any of these things. It's really meant to replace the quick landing page or simple calculator category, not to build the next Amazon or some complex SaaS application. So let's systematically run through the fine print of this announcement. First, as we just mentioned, those impressive performance stats, like the 75% faster generation, completely lack a disclosed testing methodology. Second, the limits are still incredibly unclear. While it's available to free users, we don't actually know yet if free tier usage is capped, throttled, or maybe heavily watermarked compared to the paid plans. Third, while publishing to a Canva subdomain is free, if you want a professional-looking custom URL for your business, well, that's still going to require a paid Canva add-on. And finally, those incredible educational projects Canva highlighted in their press release, just keep in mind those are carefully cherry-picked examples, not a comprehensive study of everyday outcomes. But, even with all of those caveats firmly in mind, the big takeaway from this explainer is this. Despite its limitations with complex back-end applications and those unclear free-tier caps, the barrier to entry for creating simple, functional web tools has officially been eliminated for millions of people. As of this week, a genuinely capable no-code builder sits right inside an app that 265 million people already have open on their computers. So if you've been putting off building a lead form or a custom calculator just because you didn't know how to code and couldn't afford to pay someone, well, that excuse is officially gone. So I want to leave you with this question to think about. What is the very first thing you will actually build with a free AI website tool inside Canva? Think about that one major bottleneck in your business or your classroom right now, open up a new tab and see if a simple prompt can finally solve it for you today.